All right, so this is a damn it. We're already starting off on a bad note. So this is part two of what I pretty much talked about Ramadan. A little bit about the Kung flu virus. Yeah. Um, but yeah, so a lot of people. Let me just get on to the social media thing because I feel like it's very important for people here because a lot of people nowadays they try to base their life off of how social media is, and social media is fake. Like, bro, like I'll talk to people, and I could tell like they're focused on getting this amount of I can't speak, but a certain amount of likes on this post. If they don't get that many. If they don't get a certain amount of likes on a certain post, they get angry. It's like, bro, what do you? It's like you don't need to base your life off that. Like, and it's funny, the whole point of social media is to be more social. But I know people are more anti-social. So I got something else. Instead of social media, why don't you just be social and approach people and start talking to them more? Yeah, it's jokes. A lot of people, bro, like now I can't knock social media too much because it's a double-edged sword, right? For example, I'll give a good example for me. By the way, thank you guys so much. I haven't been on TikTok, Snapchat, or Instagram. I just got on today. And last time I checked my TikTok, I was at like what 1,000 followers or fourth. I was at like 1,000 or 2,000. I think I was at like 2,000 at most. And I checked it recently, and I'm almost at 11K. I'm at like 10.7 or 10.8. So, bruh, 10,000 people watching my stuff. That's pretty dope. Yo, that's pretty dope. So so in that regard, that would be like the positive, right? I'm able to reach so much people, and I have people asking me more for because my audience has grown. I have a lot more people reaching out to me for fitness advice. That's awesome, right? But now the negative about it is because like, for example, I have videos now on TikTok that are like close to 1 million views. I have one that's like 900,000 views, 925,000. Another one that's at like 600,000. Then another one that like crossed 100,000. So when you get numbers like that, it's like wow, like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people have seen this face, this terrible. Look at me, bro. This is the homeless haircut when you don't get a haircut for like 3 months. Yeah, but hundreds of people around the world have seen me, you know, and are asking me for fitness tips and advice. And it's like wow, that's awesome. So then it's like it forced me to put out better videos, even though you could like my camera is terrible. It's pixels, right? But I try to, I try to make the best content that I possibly can make with my phone and shit like that. So I was grateful for that. But the negative, like I was saying, is that because I was so focused on making better quality content, I wouldn't sleep. And also because now I have a bigger audience. As my TikTok grew, my Instagram started to grow slowly. So it's like, bro, and it's like I'm mainly on Instagram. People know this. And I wouldn't sleep because I would get people around the world. Like, for example, it would be 5 o'clock here, but like somewhere in Australia, it would be like probably like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, three o'clock in the afternoon. But for them, it's like, what do you mean? Like, it's 5 o'clock in the morning for you, bro. So I would sometimes fall asleep at 7 o'clock in the morning, answering messages, bro, sending people workout programs, like sending people tips. So it really messed me up. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get off of this to clear my head and to clear my mind because this is not the real world. This is like outside of the realm. Like, yes, I'm helping change people's lives, but it's not good for me. And how am I supposed to help people if I'm not even in a healthy place anymore? So my sleeping's better. It's like to sleep 9 hours, 10 hours. Yo, you don't know how it's hard to do when you're on your phone all the time. But once you get rid of your social media, you start doing stuff you normally wouldn't do. Like I'm pretty sure this quarantine is having, for example, my friend, we're on the phone and he was like, bro, like I'm doing stuff I've never do. He's like, yo, I'll make my coffee in the morning. He knows exactly what I'm talking about if you're watching this video. He's like, I'll make my coffee in the morning and I'll sit down and just meditate. He's like, I never do that. He's like, I read books. I never read books, and now I'm reading books. Like, bro, I'm going crazy. He's like, I gotta leave the house. But in a sense, I would say it's a good thing. It's so I guess like I've been reading a lot more on philosophy. I've been reading a lot of books, been journaling a lot. Law's Power by Robert Greene. I've been reading that a bit more. I read a bit of it. I never finished it. It's a big book, but I've been reading it again. And something that I found fascinating is they talked about the Spartans. The Spartans we know are like some of the coolest and most badass like warriors of all time, right? Sorry for my language, but they're like the craziest warriors of all, one of the craziest warriors of all time. And it's crazy, like they were Stoics. So if you don't know what Stoics are, they believed in they believed in having no pleasure in order to seek something even better in life. And the problem with our life today, our generation, is that we seek so much. Instagram's perfect. Instagram is the perfect example. Okay, for example, Instagram, right? Instagram gives you instant gratification. It's in the title. Instagram, instant gravity. You know what I'm trying to say. I can't speak because I'm getting too excited. But it gives you so much gratification, right? And the whole point of that, like these people that make these apps, they know that it messes up with your head and gets you addicted to these apps. It's not good for you, bro. This is messing up your head. You gotta get away from this. If you can, try and get. What I did was I would turn off my Wi-Fi for a couple of hours and get busy and doing my stuff at home. And then like once all my stuff was done, I would turn the Wi-Fi back on. But then it messed me up because then I would get like a bunch of messages and I reply back and then I'd talk to people overnight. So now what I started doing, I just cut myself completely and I'm loving it. But then somehow people started to get my number and I'm like, bro, I did lose a lot of numbers because my phone got hacked. So I have nobody's numbers except for some friends and then mainly family. Like I have like at most like 10 friends that have my number, but that's it. But now people are starting to get my number because I'm getting more people ask me for workout advice, bro. That's why I'm making this video for you guys. So I'm like, bro. But yeah, that's going back to Stoics. So Stoics, like I said, they believed in not having any fun, any pleasure. So it means no sex, no playing around. They believed in being physically fit because if you weren't physically fit, you can offer to you can offer any help to your family, right? It makes sense because they grew up in a time of war and they needed physically strong men, right? Like you look at today's generation, our men are weak, soft. I'm very sensitive. I cry very easily, you know. But like you see today, I don't want to make fun of the sissies, but like, bro, with the Me Too movement, we're gonna get a lot of people who hate on me, but it is what it is. I always get people mad. Yo, I guess that's one of the reasons why I blew up, because I get on people's nerves. Yo, by the way, you guys don't need to watch this. You guys could take breaks because I know it's 7 minutes long. This is pretty long, my bad, guys. But yeah, so they believe in not having sex. A lot of people now, on watching so much porn and like, bro, when you think about it, like I made a video like I think like I made a video like a couple of months ago about porn, right? And if you read the caption, it was me making fun of people who jerk off and making fun of people that made fun that or disrespecting Jennifer Lopez and stuff like that because it was too sexual. So I made fun of people. I'm like, yo, there's people that jerk off and have no life. So I'm like, bro, like a lot of people thought I jerk off. I don't jerk off. I don't. A lot of people are like, how you don't? I'm like, I don't. Like some people show me porn stars, I don't know who they are. Yo, like bro, that's why I laugh. I'm like, all the energy you spend watching porn, if you spent that improving yourself, you would attract more women. You want to know something funny? Once you get one girl, or you get in a relationship or something, you'll notice. So for some reason, a bunch of girls will just like, they're like magnets, bro. You like if you're not in a relationship, no girl will talk to you. But if you start talking to girls, all these other girls just come up to you. So bro, you're winning here. You're winning, guy. Hey, so now I guess you could be more of a stoic. You guys know this. I don't jerk off. I don't watch porn. I've been reading. I journal, and I'm really into fitness. And me not being on social media has given me a lot more time to research on the body and stuff like that. Damn, I'm so sorry. This is very long. I don't know how long the Instagram will make this video, so I'm gonna cut it now and I'll make part 3. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm gonna talk about the training for real this time. Sorry, my bad.